Okay, hello, uh, welcome to another video. Sorry about that. I I'm still um, I designed or not specifically designed, I don't want to go into it because how it works. I want to switch it on. So I want to flip video walking around and it's on all is okay and it is not the version of late. This one is literally just on the base. So I decided to simulate the eye. And I came over here and also we did the legs and I don't know what so we did this and I added moving toes to the machine. It's not a lot, it's mainly just a base. Oh, and I also shortened this down. Um, it's not all of this. I should, it should around here. Yep. This was the second generation. Now, you believe the RTS now? Probably know where I'm getting at. The RTS is use their upgrades to the machine. And playing crazy, I built my own version of those upgrades. So here, I made the red light slightly longer on both sides in inside of the cave here. And also, these fucking doors in the plate of the blue monkey animation. That's kind of the only real difference. The third generation is like the one with the most differences. This one added, I extended it and like extended the red light here and added a. I also like made it just barely longer. And also added two more red lights. Oh, and I forgot to mention the second generation and on the third generation, I added a gun into the heat ray to make it powerful. And so the second gen has one gun in the heat ray. The third gen has two guns. They also expanded it on the resourcing plate, and now these help people under inward. Also, at the bottom is like the front machine, you will see these launchers, which is great, but they are sufficiently black for both launchers. On before you say, hey, oh, on it has a carrying on the east one that it has an undercarriage. I just didn't do that when I tried it at first. really work. But then here's the real like attraction of this machine. So, and I think in this second gen, I don't know if it was in the second gen or third gen, I'll have that. Maybe less angled that they now attach directly. I also added some green highlights here. And okay, so now for the main like difference, everybody the main actual difference that isn't cosmetic and doesn't have to do with fun. Here I added about six soap types. People just think very glad to machine the message about the last book and it's really just another cosmetic feature but the one that I'm actually proud of. Since then we had the last writing machine variant which is what I call the black smoke machine. Modified version of my writing machine which is better, older, and basically removes most of the difference except for the because it has a smoke pipe here which sprays black smoke and it also fires black smoke from a pretty far range. I'm actually pretty proud of. I also, my recipe added an anchor block. I also added gate here or use the pipe ladders. Here's just a package on the side like a shield. The scouting machine isn't okay, hang on. Alright, right here. The scouting machine is absurdly smaller than the fighting machine, but it is actually accurate to the game. That's all things like full scouting machine things basically are, but it lacks mental block. I can't realize it at times when it's also just not as good at launching as a one. And it just has one heat ray and does not have heat element. Now, the second generation puts the emphasis scouting machine into play. I added an antenna here, which you could say he allows to communicate to other Martian horses, and in a draft of this video, which I did have footage on, actually had actually showed it having actually showed a scene where this where the black smoke machine this thing would use its radio to call in one of those black smoke artillery strikes, or it would go to a scene of a black fire. I added extra springs. I also made this a lot better controllable, but the most difference is the dimensions in that radio. And that's really it for the Martian machine. I'd say slot. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. Um, I see now before they my fighting machines you used this as its eyes. And nose and toes. Look okay, apparently, but very, very robust. and I kind of like the simplicity. At some time, it was blocking. Now, the newer ones still have that problem, but they have been somewhat fixed. Not exactly, but it's somewhat fixed. I'm gonna be completely real with you. These were like the first things I can find. And the light is actually right here and they're covered up. Um, However, when I was making my handling machine, which I think is right here. Yes, this is the handling machine that I created. I went with this design, which is what created. Let me find it. You could say the eyes for for this the relatively smaller one. Yeah, that's there. Um. Okay. If you count this isn't really a definitely machine. It's a funny little tripod. Okay. It's goofy and it's in the not a lot of and it looks like a classics illustrations, which is not what I was going for, but that's how it turned out. Uh, what the? Oh, this thing. Oh, I see. So this thing was a bit better in performance compared to the other handling machine, and in general was a better. It had the same base model, you could say. Oh, yeah, and I cracked a joke at some point in time and called it an angry tic tac. The flying machine, which I'm still working on, looks is based off the new generation CGI. Also, we are going to talk about this thing. This thing is super duper old. It's not actually old, but just yeah, I don't know. I did. My friend actually worked on. His name is a cheeseburger mobile on YouTube, and you should totally go subscribe to him. Actually, because he is on his way to 100 subscribers. I I would awesome if you guys went over and subscribed to that. He is honestly does make some content. And apparently, according to him, wait a minute, what's my input? Okay, yeah, that's good, yeah. And according to what he said, he will be making, or well, not making, but doing. It's just oh yeah, this is an older variant that I designed. It was supposed to be that original one showcase. Apparently, I mixed up the songs, and this is what's for the original showcase. And that's kind of it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's not a lot more, actually, no more definitely scenes I can actually show you guys at the current moment, except for this, which was designed to be a prop. All Panda was supposed to be for the showcase, where there would be four of these little props, and they would be on screen, and it would be to show the illusion of their. Well, so you guys enjoyed the video, but third, hold on. Yeah, see you guys next video. Yeah, I make another video. I don't know. I did.